Hello, and thank you for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. I was making this video earlier, and for some odd reason, my son had called me and interrupted my video, so I had to put it on pause. I couldn't remember my train of thought, so I had to start all over again. So this is what I'm doing, starting over again. I wanted to ask you this question. What does Robin Williams, Jeff Goldblum, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump have in common? Well, we are in an election year, 2020, and there has been accusations of voter fraud. And those accusations are coming from a bunch of different directions. They're saying that when you vote for Trump, it's switching your votes to Biden. Well, I'd like to know exactly how they could figure that out. I really would. And the reason I say that is because in 2006, there was a movie that came out called Man of the Year. And Man of the Year was a guy that was a talk show host. He was Robin Williams playing that character. And he was fed up with the way things were going, so he decided to run for president. Jeff Goldblum owns the company that makes the machines that tally up the votes during election time. And in this movie, there were voter fraud going on. And it was found out that the voter fraud had played into Robin Williams' favor against his opponent. Robin Williams, toward the end, was declared the winner of the election. But when he found out that the voter fraud had happened and that the other candidate was the actual winner, he stepped out and he said that this had happened. And they showed proof that there was voter fraud going on. Jeff Goldblum's character ended up getting arrested and going to prison, and the other candidate was allowed to be president. Now, I'm not saying that this is what's happening here, but I am saying that sometimes art imitates life, just like sometimes life imitates art. Sometimes people can pattern their lives around something that's artful, or they can make something that's artful based on a reality. And this reality is that it is very possible that there could be voter fraud. Having said that, how are we going to know for sure? You have the news saying that Joe Biden won, and on the surface, it does appear that Joe Biden did win. Now, I want Joe Biden to win. I do not want Donald Trump to be in office. I don't. I do not believe that Donald Trump wants to be president. I do not believe that Donald Trump, I don't believe that he is cut out to be president. I think Donald Trump was caught between a rock and a hard place. And I've said this in other videos. But if in fact Donald Trump did win, if in fact more people voted for Donald Trump than Joe Biden, and if the elections are rigged, that needs to stop. That needs to stop. You have to forgive me. That needs to stop. I was chuckling there for a second because I find it kind of hard to believe that they would come outright and do that. Now, they've pushed the envelope before with the elections in 2000, where Al Gore won the election, but they gave it to George W. Bush through the court system. They did. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that Joe Biden had won. I've got Joe Biden on the brain today. I believe that Al Gore had won in 2000. And if he had been allowed to take office as president, I do not believe that our federal government, and I have no proof to back this up, as a disclaimer, I'm saying this, this is just my personal opinion. With everything I've seen, putting two and two together, I believe that our government pulled off 9/11 the same as our government killed John F. Kennedy and our government killed President Lincoln. Now, I'm just going to say that. That's my personal opinion based on what I've seen. If you notice, the video jumbled just a bit. I had a call come in, so I had to put this on pause, and I'm starting up where I left off. I don't get very many people that view my YouTube channel, and I don't have very many subscribers, but the ones I do have, I do appreciate you being there. I really do. But I honestly believe these things because, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and they've made us out to be a kook. So if we do have a truth, and it's different than what the federal government puts out as the official truth, if we do have the actual truth, then most of the people won't believe it. That's how they can get away with it. Like during World War II, Pearl Harbor, I believe that we worked out a deal with the Japanese to bomb Pearl Harbor so we could get ourselves more entrenched into the war, get the Navy into the war pretty heavily, and then we would bomb Japan, they would surrender, then give up, and then we would help rebuild them and make them into the empire the young emperor wanted. He wanted to go out of the Stone Ages and into the modern age. I honestly think they should have stayed in the Stone Age, kind of, because they had a lot of traditions in Japan that were really cool. And architecture and ways of doing things. Modernism can be good, or it could be really, really bad. So, having said that, I brought this up because it is very possible that we could be dealing with a stolen election. And I do not believe that if it did happen this way, I do not believe that Joe Biden was in on it. You can't tell everybody everything, because if you do, there'll be nobody to be genuinely surprised. Just like with 9/11, I don't believe that George W. Bush was in on it, because you needed somebody that could be genuinely surprised. But you also have to have willing participants and actors in the whole thing that can try to pull it off and make it seem legitimate. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I do know this. If Joe Biden legitimately won, he should be allowed to be president. If he legitimately lost and the machines rigged it in his favor, he should come out. If there's proof of that, Joe Biden should come out and say that. And say, you know, I would love to be your president, and I know there's a lot of people that want me to be, but I don't want to be your president like this. I don't want to be president over a stolen election. If you have any ideas on the subject, or you think maybe you know something that we don't know, and you want to leave it in the comments below, please do that. If you want to give me a thumbs up, please do that as well. And if you want to subscribe to my video, please hit that subscription so you can be notified when new videos arrive. And on that note, I am going to be disabling the thumbs down button. If you do not like my video, all you've got to do is go down into the comment and then write the word dislike. I would appreciate it if you tell me why, but you don't have to. Just say dislike, because your dislike is not going to show up on my page. If you liked my video and you thought it was good, just type I liked it and just leave it at that. You ain't got to explain yourself, because I'm disabling the likes and the dislikes button on my video, because I've got people that are using that against me for the dislikes. They do that with every single video that I've got. They bring up a dislike as soon as I put it up. They don't watch it or nothing. So, having said that, I am going to let you go. Remember that if you like my video, please put it downstairs and say, I liked it. You don't have to explain why. If you didn't like it, you can say, I did not like it. I ain't going to razz you for it, but I am just not going to allow the like and the dislike button to work on my page anymore. You will see them, but you will not be able to click on them and have them work. So, having said that, I'm going to let you go. Have a good night, America, and all points beyond.